What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Better Biomed. Guys, it's because of you guys that I always find some of the coolest technology out there. And I just had somebody walk up to me, a fellow that knows I love tools and gadgets, and he said, I got something to show you. I was like, I know it's about to get good when somebody says something like that. And what they showed me, this little guy right here. It's made by 711L. You can find it on Amazon, right? It looks like an obscure 2.5-inch long extension. However, it has a very unique party trick. This, what appears to be a square drive end, which is a 1/4-inch square drive end, is not a 1/4 inch. It is a hex driver that does something very unique. It has a slip-down collar, and it shows a, obviously, 1/4-inch ratchet lug. How crazy is that? So you slide it back down, it goes back to being a bit driver. Is that not the craziest thing you guys have ever seen? And the cool thing is that he has bits and stuff in little containers, and this little guy just takes up one slot in his little belt pouch, and it's very inexpensive. It's not the easiest to slide the collar down. It's kind of a little difficult, but you want it to be a little difficult, right? Because you don't want to be able to drop those hex bits. So he's got the wildest everyday carry I've ever seen. So let me go ahead and flip this around, and I'll show you some of the other neat things that he carries around. Let's do it. All right. Let's see what you got, man. So I don't want to lose your hex bit. It was right here. Okay. So it carries around hex bits, which I actually do too. I got these on a ring, but sometimes they fall off the ring, which is kind of annoying. Now, you guys know about these ones right here. These are the Klein version of what is also the Knipex wrench pliers. Parallel jaws. You can do a lot of stuff with these right here because they have exponential force because of the mechanical advantage on the grip. Versus these ones here, which are made for round materials, round fasteners, etc. These are much better for stripped off fasteners than these guys. And they've got serrated jaws, so they can grip into the material a little bit better. Obviously, both of those, this one here having the mechanical advantage, you have a stronger, it's basically like an adjustable wrench, but as you squeeze down and apply pressure, it's actually putting more and more pressure. And these ones, the cool thing about these is you don't even need to grab the bottom jaw. You can push on the top, and that's all you need, because notice how the jaw is actually applying pressure in that direction. So these ones here, you can do open-handed if you need to. So needle nose, obviously, a big plus. Look at this guy right here. What? Oh my. Okay. Well, let's go over this. We have a 1/4-inch ratchet. This is probably the smallest form factor that I have ever seen. It has a stationary bit driver in the end, and it appears to be magnetic. And this 1/4-inch ratchet is actually a bit. So you can pop this out. So this becomes probably the most compact bit driver that I have ever seen. Take a look at this. Let's see, who makes this guy? It says reverse gear. Oh, it's okay. So unlike most of these that are really small form factor, you have to flip them over and apply it through the other side. You guys know that I like bit drivers that have a contained ring, because the ones that you flip, if they make them this small, then your bit will slide back and forth, and you can't apply downward pressure. This one here has got a miniature reversing mechanism right here, and it's got a very positive latch. It flops back and forth. That is tiny, folks. Where did you buy this one?
O'Reilly's.
Oh, O'Reilly's.
That's a Power Tool, GM tool, what they branded it.
Okay, Power Torque. Look at that guy. And the cool thing is, because that is a hexagonal end, yes, you could actually end a bit through here and use it like a T-handle, or if you want an extended ratchet, you could put an extension on there and you could grip that bad boy from way back here. Either way, that is tiny. That is absolutely tiny, guys. So cool. What is this?
3.5 pounds. It's on magnetic.
Oh, it's a mini driver set. Okay. And look at the diameter. So I'm a big about the diameter of my drivers
3.5 millimeter.
because if you can keep the diameter really, really shallow but use a strong enough material, then it allows you to get into tight access points, and especially when they're deeply recessed. That is super cool. I dig that.
But this is also 1/4 inch adapter.
Yeah.
So you got
Ah,
socket.
so it's a bit driver as
Yeah.
well, a hand bit driver.
Yep.
So cool. Holy cow. Anyway, guys, I love it when you guys come up to me at trade shows. You show me your cool little gadgets. I love tools in general, but you got electronic gadgets or whatever, toys, things that can make other people's lives a little bit better, especially you guys that are field techs. You guys that are field technicians, you always have little tips and tricks. Come up to me, show me your tips and tricks, and I'll share them with the world. I love this. This is such a cool community. Thanks for watching, guys.